Rebecca,
Hi.
it's Alex. How are you?
Yeah, good. How are you?
Really, really good. Thank you. So excited you guys have come on board. Thank you so much for signing up with us.
That's okay. We were happy. It felt really right. So we're excited to get the process started.
I'm glad Ian got around too. That you managed to talk him into it. I know he's been, but no, it's really exciting, and we're really pumped to sort of get this property up and running and get it tenanted.
Cool. Amazing.
So the phone call today is just about, I guess, the steps moving forward. We're really conscious here that we want to tailor the communication style to your needs.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone is different when it comes to how they communicate.
Yep.
So on that basis, I just love to get an idea about how you and Ian would like to keep in touch. What I mean by that is, obviously we're having a phone call now. Some people like chatting on the phone. Some people like to have those conversations. Plenty of people don't.
Yes.
And if that's the case, do they prefer emails, text? Do they like social media? Do they want EDMs or so newsletters sent out to them? Tell me about you and Ian and what you prefer.
I'm a bit chattier than Ian. So if it's something that needs to be, I guess, communicated over phone, I'm probably the better number to call out of the two of us.
Right.
But in terms of texting, emailing, all of that kind of stuff, I think CCing us both in would be great. So we're both across it.
Of course.
And any sort of notifications that way, whether they're automated or they're directly from you, that's completely fine. Newsletters are okay. They probably won't bother us too much. But Ian is pretty hopeless at social media, so that'll be the only one I think we'll leave out. We do follow you guys on those pages. I do.
Yeah.
So we'll definitely stay across what's happening on there. But in terms of our property, specifically, I think phone for me and then text and email for the both of us would be really great.
Perfect. All right, I made a note of that. In terms of the frequency, when it comes to your specific property, would you like to be in touch weekly, bi-weekly, every day, only when there's things to report after each inspection? Tell me what.
Yeah, I think maybe after things have happened, obviously, inspections or any sort of checkups, or obviously once rent has been paid, things like that. And then if there's any sort of, I guess, company updates, just whenever they're coming through, whether they're weekly or monthly or whatever those normal ones are, that's totally fine. You don't need to make any special changes for us.
That's fine.
But just after any events is probably fine.
Yeah, cool. Because as you know, we do market updates. We do show some other properties and whatnot. But I mean, that's not necessarily pertinent to your specific situation. Okay, that's great. I'll make notes of that in our communication plan. In terms of if you need to contact us, obviously you have my details, you've got my phone number and you've got my email and anything else you need. I'm always here for you, so make sure I'm your first port of call.
Yeah.
Now, should I not be available, I'm going to send you an email with all the people in the team that you can chat with, obviously my associates,
Great.
some of the other property managers as well. We've got our admin team if needed. I'm going to give you the number of our maintenance team. And they are there should you think there's anything to be done. Obviously, we look after the maintenance, so you shouldn't need to even worry about that. I'll give you their number anyway, just in case, so you've got that on any emergency situations.
Yep. Yeah, great. So in terms of repairs and maintenance, urgent ones obviously come through urgently.
Yep.
But the others, they obviously get approved by us first before anything kind of
That's
proceeds.
Correct. Look, any maintenance, urgent or not, will be run by you. Obviously, if I can't get in touch with you and there's an urgent, there's been a storm and water's leaking in, I'll go ahead and do that with your approval now. When it comes to that sort of urgent stuff, we sort of need to act naturally because time is of the essence. With anything else, post a property inspection or review, everything gets run by you.
Yeah.
I don't want you spending any money that you don't want to, nor should you have to. But of course, I've also got to run you by anything that, I guess under the legislation you do need to pay for. Okay. So the tenant would understand that and they'll be in touch. The tenant will always come to me first, will tell me of any maintenance issues and I'll feed that back to you.
Okay, great. And I guess, we spoke about this when we listed with you guys. We obviously love the property. and want it to be looked after and
Mhm.
loved. So when the tenants are coming through, is it possible for you to kind of give us a brief overview of that tenant that you're considering? You know, maybe if there's a couple that you're looking at that all qualify, but we can kind of have a little look at who we feel would be best. Is that something that you guys will allow us to do?
100%. It's 100%. So we'll go through the process of vetting the tenants. I'm not going to send you any that I don't think are worth being in your property, and then I'll come to you with the tenants that I believe to be the best. As I said, you'll be part of the process.
Yeah.
We've got to be careful not to discriminate. We know that that's by the law, but in terms of the actual choice and making sure we vet them, making sure we reference check and all that sort of stuff,
Yeah.
we will be doing that and all the legwork, so then we can put the tenants to you and you can say yes or no.
Yeah, great. Okay, cool.
Does that sound good to you?
Yeah, that sounds really good.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, with that in mind, I'm comfortable with our communication plan. I'll send this to you so you've got an idea of what we're looking at. And as I said, I'm not going to bother you with phone calls all the time. I'll be in touch when we need to with any pertinent information. And apart from that, just rest assured your property's in really good hands.
Sounds great.
All right. Thanks, Rebecca. Have a great day.
Thank you so much for the update. You
Cheers.
too.
Bye.
Bye.